We've got another set of members. Kathy and John, are you both coming up? Okay, so you guys have been around. I remember when you guys joined. This is so funny. I remember when you guys joined. I was in the member services team. I don't know if you remember, but it was at the hotel.
We talked lots of times.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I remember that.
Yes. So for a while, our office moved from the Paramvidal location to here, and in the interim, we were homeless, so we were doing our seminars in hotels, which even looks more like a scam, right? And these guys, these guys showed up and were like, hotel. We had our roll-up sign. We're like, hey, we're here. We're promised we're going to have an office in a couple months, and they joined. And that was in 2017. So I remember when they first joined. So it's always nice to hear what has happened.
She signed us up.
Yay.
She signed us up.
What happened since then? Yeah, so tell us who you guys are, what you do, and how'd you find us?
So, well, John and Kathy Garcia, and we found Lifestyles, I guess like most people, on the radio. And at the time, we were kind of trying to figure out like how to do 2 retirements, because Kathy was home with the kids. And I kind of wish I could do that, because I wanted to stay home, but it didn't happen. But the grand scheme of things, I was thinking, well, I'm working one job, but I needed 2 retirements. I needed enough money for both of us. And so I found Lifestyles and decided, okay, this could be the things for us. We went to, was it the
Free workshop.
The free workshop.
At the hotel.
And that convinced me. I'm like, okay, yeah, let's just do this. And I think with Kathy, she was like, yeah, that's a lot of money, and I don't know about
No,
this.
thank you, Scamorama. We're not doing
Yeah.
this. We're
Yeah.
not doing
Yeah,
this.
she's on her phone, like, Lifestyle
I'm not
Scam,
doing, no.
BBB. And I'm like, I'm not, Kathy, why would they be along this long if there's such a scam? It just doesn't make sense. And, I just wanted to jump in and do it. And then we went to the 2-day with Dave Fisher.
We sat in the back row, and we left early.
Yeah.
I'm being serious. We sat in the
Yeah.
back row, and we left early both
So
days.
we're sitting in the back row, and I'm short. I don't know if you noticed that, but I'm like, I can't see a thing here, So we left early, and I'm like, look, come on, I'm like, how can this be wrong? I mean, like, look at all the people here. And she's like, we're all not dumb. And she's like, no. But I convinced her to come back again. I think the second day was Sunday. And of course, when you learn about multifamily, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, I'll divorce you. I'm doing this. And so she's like, fine. And we talked to Dave Fisher, and everything went smoothly. And it was.
Can we say about Dave Fisher real quick?
Yeah.
I'll say this. So when we went at the end of the 2-day, you can sit down and talk to whoever the presenter is. It'll be Chris this time. But we sat down and talked to David Fisher. And okay, I'm getting warmer to this, but I'm still not there yet. I literally stood like this, would not talk to him, would not sit down. I'm like, we're not, no.
Because he's not approachable.
No. And he told us, go away, you don't have enough money. That shows integrity of the company. So we went away. Hey guys, we went away. And I heard about it for 45 minutes all the way home. How dare he say that to us? How could he do that? 2 months later, we found the money, and we joined in February of 17.
She was hiding it all along.
Oh.
I was upset.
Awesome.
Continue.
So he didn't let you
that.
join. David didn't let you join.
Not that day. He told us we needed to go find. We didn't have enough money to do this.
We weren't ready. He was saying you're
We
financially
weren't
not
ready. Right, we weren't ready. But
And
then
it was really good advice. But then,
Good.
of course, I'm like, wait a second. We can't, we're not this poor. And then she's like, okay, we have more money. I'm like, okay.
There it is, right?
Yeah. So it worked out.
Awesome. And so how many kiddos?
we have 2 kids.
That we know of.
Hang on. I have given birth to 2 kids. I don't know. So the one in the maid outfit, that's a 7. That's when y'all hear me say number 1 or number 2, that's number 1.
Aw.
And then the one in the yellow shirt is number 2. And the one in the very back in the pink floral, that's number 3. That's my Piglet mom.
Aww.
That's Piglet mom over there. So that was the end of number 1's play. She was in a play and she was a maid
Aw.
in the play.
Wonderful.
And
And
she
you homeschool
died.
them, right? You
I
stay
do
home.
homeschool. We have homeschooled them for 14, 15 years, all the way through. We have homeschooled these kids.
Awesome. Isn't that great? So let's talk about this property.
Silence.
Hey, that's a lot
I didn't
of
do
work.
anything on that.
I'm just like, woo, I have a teenager. That's a lot of work. Okay, so this one, when did you get this one?
So this is our second property.
I think it's 2017.
Y'all know where that is?
2017.
By Lackland Air Force Base?
Yep,
It's
this
the
is by
ghetto.
Lackland. This is
Awesome.
like Valley High.
Yeah.
So just so you know, we joined within 2 months. We had our first property. We fixed it, we got somebody in it. 2 months later, we had the second property, which is this one. And actually, I found this one on Realtor.com. I had never done this before. I contacted one of the agents who's no longer with Lifestyles, but I contacted one of the agents and I said, I want to see this property. And he walked me through it. John was at work. He walked me through it.
Actually, no, I faked. I had to go to work because I didn't want to see it because I didn't really. I was like, what does Kathy know about buying a house? I mean, she can't. And then she finds this gold mine. I'm like, oh, never
So
mind. I'm
the
humbled.
agent at the time was big on, he like banged on the counter. It is clean, it is functional, do this. You need to do this. So we bought it. We bought number 2. And this one was literally a cash cow. You know, mortgage payment, we were charging $1,000 rent at the time and mortgage payment was $500. It was awesome.
So tell us about the rehab. Was it an extensive, crazy 6-month rehab?
It was clean and functional. It was ready to go.
Ready to
No,
go?
I mean,
All we had to do was, somebody broke the back window. We had to fix that. We had to put smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detectors. But we didn't do anything to that house.
So yeah, this
That
was
was a simple
Interesting.
one.
Okay.
right. It was really simple because on this one, it wasn't a wholesale deal. It was just a straight, conventional kind of thing. We had a 10-day option period, which was nice. So we had our contractor go through it. It's like, this is just great. Just run with it. So it was just really like a make ready.
Awesome.
it
So
was
these are your
simple.
numbers, right? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Purchase price, $80,000.
Yep.
Was appraised at $116,000. So rehab, broken window, and a couple other things, $500.
Yeah.
So did you guys do hard money or conventional?
Oh, conventional.
Conventional, which is why it's $21K out of
Right.
pocket.
Right, yeah.
Rented it for $1,000, which cash flow right at $459. That's amazing. Cash on cash return 26%, and equity is over $30,000. That's a killer deal. Amazing.
It was. It was awesome.
And honestly, for like the second deal, I mean, I'm not Donald Trump or anything like this, but it was a really confidence booster that it's working.
Right.
It builds that confidence. The first house is great, it worked, but then you get the second house and you're like, okay, there's something to this, and
Right.
so you just your confidence just increases with more
Absolutely.
transactions.
Oh, and it's addicting too, right?
yes, it's
I
better than
said
crack.
that. It is very,
Very
addicting.
addicting. You guys watch. You
No,
get into this.
You said it right. So you went into it with 140% capital gain. See how excited they got?
See how excited we just got about that? Woo!
Only, right?
I grew up
Plus,
in
each other. Plus, they're making 26% on top of that.
Right.
And that's only 2 of the ways we make money.
Right.
Take your 401k, TSP, 403, whatever it is, 140%. Just scale it back, double it. What would that do for you?
Changes
Right.
your life.
Life changing. So did you guys sell this house? Is that-
Yeah, this one's been
Okay.
sold.
Okay.
So there's the money that we made.
And that's a picture of her closing
Yeah, that's my
document.
closing. That's my settlement
That's
statement.
how you
yeah.
know it's real.
Yeah.
Awesome. And it's 40.
40,800?
Okay. 40,800 net profit. How long did you own it?
We owned that house for 2 years. We followed the map. I am not attached to any house that we have. The first 3 now are gone because I don't sell them and move on to the next thing. We need to do more. We need to move up. We need to
There you
level
go.
up.
Velocitize the capital.
And I don't care about making them look pretty. I don't care. I will not be a Magnolia Waco. I'm not that person at all. I'm like just
Good.
clean and functional. I don't even. Y'all saw shower curtains. I don't even do that anymore.
No,
and they're
me
lucky
neither.
if they have closet doors. I know. I'm a
Okay, that
closet.
sounds bad.
Wow.
Okay, we do
There's
have.
no pole.
Do you have closet doors at your house?
Yes,
Oh, at my house, yes.
yeah. I mean.
She hasn't gone totally crazy yet.
No, I mean, no, but Kathy's very much like, hey, can we cut over here, or can we just, she'll buy things in bulk, like
Good.
ceiling fans and things like that, and so, I mean, we do, what Lifestyles teaches and what they tell you to do, we just do it. I don't get there and try to match up colors and think about building Shangri-La. I'm not. That's not me.
Right. So you're not trying to reinvent the wheel. You're
No,
just
no.
taking the map and
Right.
going
If
with
you
it.
tell me, hey, just put carpet down, like, okay. I don't
do
know
it.
what color, but we'll put something down. I stick to the plan. I don't. If I have a question, it's because I don't understand something. It's not because I'm kind of questioning any kind of decision. It's more like I want to learn. But if you tell me to keep the house for 2 years, I'll keep the house for 2 years, and I'll dump it, unless there's a reason to keep it. But I do what they tell me to do,
That's
and
awesome.
it works.
So let's look at your portfolio summary here. So 8 single family. 2 of them has sold, correct?
3 of them
3 of
actually
them
have
has
sold,
sold.
yeah.
Okay. So that totals up annual cash flow, $24K,
Yeah.
just over, and then equity, $320,000. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And so you still have 5?
Yeah, we still have 5 properties,
Okay.
6 doors, 5
Okay.
properties.
And are you going to sell them all, or what's?
That's the plan. We're wanting to sell all of them so that we can level up into multifamily.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're
I
That's
selling-
awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah,
mean,
we're
this
selling
is
everything right
great.
now just to move on up. I mean, it's just it's time. And Dave Fisher keeps making fun of us too. So we're like, man, I guess we can start selling everything and move up.
Right.
That's a big
Awesome.
change from no way
Oh, hell no. Yeah, we're not
To-
doing that.
So I'm not signing
Oh,
up to.
I'm telling you, I'm the
8
biggest
properties?
cheerleader. I'm crazy.
You even brought your mom in?
Yay.
I actually held her back for a couple years.
Oh.
Yeah,
But as
she-
soon as, so she joined, okay, I know, side note, sorry.
Sure, yeah.
She joined in June of 21, and she is now in 7 deals.
Wow.
As passive.
Woo! Congratulations. So
As soon
that's
as
so
I let her go.
exciting. You can bring your parents and your children. My teenage daughter comes to the 2-day seminar. Again, I told y'all she's on her 2nd property. My dad, also, I brought him into Lifestyles. He's got 3 rental properties. So we love to see family coming in and you help each other. I mean, that's so amazing.
Yeah.
So
And our daughters
congratulations.
are on all the deals now. The little one, Maya, she's like, wait, I don't have to do anything, and I'll get money. I'm like, basically, yeah. And she's like, okay. And so she brought her own money to one of the deals. She bought like 10% of a house, and we told her, this is the cash flow. You got to figure out what 10% is. And she did the math really fast,
Right.
which was amazing. I'm like, really?
Homeschool
amazing.
mom, homeschool mom.
Yeah, when there's money involved, she's like, oh, 10%, that's $50. Give it to me now.
She wants
How old
it.
is she?
She's
At the
currently
time-
15.
15.
But she joined what? She was maybe
Probably
12 or
10,
13.
12, yeah.
I
when
wish
she
that they would
joined.
have found this when they were 10 or 12.
I mean,
Yeah.
Right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And so she's in all the deals now. So she's making some. I mean, she's happy, but she understands the investor mindset now. She's a great passive. We discuss the numbers, and I'll show her things. And then my oldest one, she didn't want to get involved at all. She was like, I want nothing to do with this. And so we always made a big deal. Every time we paid Maya, I'm like, hey, Kara, come here. Oh, this is your sister getting money. And I would just, yeah.
Oh, do y'all have those pictures?
And I would
Yeah, I
just
think
I would just
so.
sit there and make a
think she put
huge
it-
deal. And
that's
finally, my oldest, I was like, fine, I'll join. I'll do this. And so she's in all the deals now too. So she's happy too. But it took her a little while to see the light.
Yeah, that's awesome, guys. If you have teenagers, I encourage you to bring your teenager to the 2-day seminar if you're coming this weekend. Definitely life-changing, more than they will learn in high school, middle school, elementary. But that's a whole nother.
Legacy is a big thing with Lifestyles. They
Oh my
definitely want to
gosh.
see the kids coming up through the ranks and learning how to do it.
Right.
We pulled their 529 plans, just ripped out the Band-Aid, paid the taxes, and that's how they got into the deal for 10% each.
There you go. Wonderful. So we asked you, how's your life changed since you joined Lifestyles?
What did we say?
You said.
We said. So I learned at Expo my glasses are really dark. I did not know that until the pictures were taken. We are more financially secure than when we started, that's for sure. We have a retirement for 2 set in motion. Because when you're not single mom, when you're the stay-at-home, I'm not single, when we're
Big
stay-at-home
news
mom.
tonight. She hides money, you've got extra kids, and
I know.
single mom.
When
About
you're a
reading
stay-at-home
fast.
mom,
Stay at home.
it's 2 incomes. I mean, it's 2 retirements on 1 income. We have to be able to take care of that.
Sustain. Yeah.
So,
Wonderful.
And what
Okay.
was amazing, I was working at the time, or I still am working, but if you looked at just the growth, I was putting away a little bit of money on this 401k because the job made me do it. And our growth with Lifestyles, it was 100% of percentage points higher than my typical contributions to the stock market. I mean, it was just, so you could see these things in parallel. And
Do you still have the 401k?
no.
no, I
No?
pulled it all out, yeah. No,
Fine.
I pulled it out. I have to pay this for those other kids I have.
And can I want to say too, I want to do a shout out for my crew over here. But before I do that, one thing I want to say too is, John was in between jobs for a little bit, and not that it covered all of our bills, but it covered the majority of our bills. So that wouldn't have been something that we normally could have done. So I mean, he was a couple of months, right, where he didn't have to really go to work, and he was a happy camper. He
That's
was
powerful.
fun employed.
Awesome. So short term, we talked about this a little bit. You're going to continue to sell the rest of your single family?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we are now aspiring leads, working with agents and mentors to move up into, I know, I'm ready. We're ready, right? We're ready. We're going to do this.
Awesome.
So, and the kids will keep going with us. And before I get off stage, if we're done, y'all might have
Oh, yeah.
questions. Before I get off stage, I want to say something. if you are, who are challenge members or preferred members? Anybody who is, I know you guys are. Anybody who does anybody know about SF Crew? So anybody who is interested in the single family, whether you're preferred or challenge, Miss Carla, please stand up. Carla is now the administrator for SF Crew. That is a group that y'all need to get into. She puts meetings together every single month, lunches and dinners.
That's on Facebook, right?
That is, it's an email group. It's both.
Oh, okay.
It's both, because some people aren't on Facebook.
Gotcha.
So that's like the cool kids. We can go hang out with them once a month.
Awesome. Okay, and then who's on your team? You listed the single family mentors here and Joe Flores.
I used all the mentors.
Yay.
That's what they're there for. I use every single one of them. I've called, and you have to apparently have a J name to be a mentor.
Yeah.
We use AMP Lending, Capital Concepts also for hard money, CNC Insurance for all the properties, and All Foundation has been wonderful. All these vendors are wonderful. Use the vendor list. That's what it's there for. Always go back to the vendor list.
Perfect. Well, awesome. Okay, now we're ready for questions with that amazing presentation. You guys have done
I'm going to start.
so
because
well.
You went from, this is a scam, I don't want to talk to him, to now you're the biggest cheerleader and you're actually wearing a shirt with his face on it.
And I was an ambassador for a little while.
Okay.
Ooh.
What would you tell the new folks in the room?
Oh, take the step. You can do it. I'm gonna quote Steve Zusterman. Take that step off the cliff. Lifestyles is your parachute. You have a community around you. Nobody will let you fail. There is always somebody to call and to talk to. Your mentors are there. Your vendors are there. You're paying the money for this company to mentor and educate you. Use it. That's what it's there for. You will not, if you do not listen to them, if you run the opposite direction, you can fail. If you do what they tell you to do, you will not fail.
Wonderful.
Do you have anything to add to that?
I just do what she says to do.
Good man.
Whatever she tells me to do.
Good man.
Yeah.
know-
Awesome. Okay, so
I
if
know
we
we
have
got one
some
online.
questions online or?
Yeah, there's
here?
one question from Joseph. Has the money out of pocket doubled in the last year? And looking at the emails, it seems to be 30 to 40,000 out of pocket.
Yes, it has. Yes,
Has
it
the
does.
cash out of pocket increased, basically?
Yeah, it has. Prices have gone up. 2020 hit, and all of a sudden, people were selling their houses like for craziness.
But you know,
So,
there's
yeah.
one. I think there's one thing though. I was listening to, I think I was listening to Dell, and he was talking about that how the prices have been going up, and he's like, but you know, if you look at it from a mathematical perspective, if you're making 8% or 9%, what are you doing in the stock market? And if the stock market is returning, or a money market account, it's returning less than 1%. If you're making 8%, that's you know, exponentially
800 times more.
Right.
Right.
So it's kind of like it's you kind of have to take it into perspective. So I think that's how we do. We bought a property just last year at the height of the pandemic, and people were thinking, oh, the person's not going to pay their rent or you're overpaying, but we still found a really good deal. It was a 40, I forgot the equity capture, but it was a great deal for us.
40 or 50.
It was like 45,000 equity capture. And that's at the height of the pandemic when things were supposed to be, you know, prices were really high and people weren't paying their rent. I never even put that property on MLS. It rented within a couple of days, and I never even got to advertise it. And they're really nice. They're really great clients. So I think even with the higher prices, we just kind of adjust and we take it into perspective with the stock market and everything else. I hope that answers the question.
Along with that, who asked the question? Joseph. Joseph's online. So markets are always going to change. That's why you have Lifestyles behind you. You've got mentors that are active real estate investors. You know, we're out there. We're also working with members every single day. So we're seeing and analyzing properties on a daily basis. Yes, there is an average number that's going to be somewhere between $25,000 and $40,000 out of pocket. I'm working with 2 members right now that are both under $10,000 out of pocket. You can find them in any market. Any market. Most I've paid out of pocket in the last 2 years has been $17,000. The most. Not the lowest, the most. I was talking to another mentor down in Houston. She got $1,700 back when she closed last month. Good deals exist in any market. You just have to be willing to find them. Any questions in the room? I know somebody wants to talk to him. She wants to cheer about something.
They're all my friends already. They know everything about us.
Right.
No?
Awesome.
All right.
Well, thank you.
Oh,
Yes, Miss Lisa.
So how long do you think it'll take before you're buying your first property?
The question was, how long do you think it'll take before you buy your first apartment community?
I hope soon. I don't know. I hope
5
very
days.
soon. 5 days.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Are you selling all your houses right now? Are they all listed to sell?
No. One of them's not because we haven't gone to the year and a day yet. So number 5, we have to wait. The first one, the resident wants to buy it. The second one, hopefully it's on the market, it's on MLS. The third one, the residents move out. What I understand now, for our situation, it's easier to sell without a resident in it. So they move out next week, so that one will go on MLS. And then Westshire. Westshire,
Yeah.
we might renew that lease and then let somebody buy it as a company. Like, they can buy that as a cash flowing house.
We were actually saving that house to give back to members because Dave and Dale was talking about giving back. And so we took one property and said, you know, we have amazing customers in that house. I mean, they're
We really like
amazing.
them.
And so we thought that's a great house for a brand new member who wants to come on in. And so we kind of said, well, let's just hold that house back and see if a member wants it, and we'll sell it to them, you know, at a discount and make sure there's plenty of meat on the bone, just to kind of give it back.
Well, that's the abundance mentality.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That's great.
Yeah.
I really am a nice guy.
That's
I
awesome.
know I look like a.
You are!
I mean, people call me a lot of names, but I'm really nice.
I only say some of them.
Well,
Thank you, guys.
awesome.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much. You guys are doing so
Thank you.
well.
Thank you, guys.
Congratulations and thank you so much.